What is it about these places that speaks to me? Is it the quiet, peaceful tranquility it offers that we struggle to find in our day-to-day lives? Is it simply the magnificent views of the mountains and the rivers, rolling hills as far as the eye can see? Or is it something more than this, something deeper? Whenever I return to these places, I always get a sense that it is trying to tell me something, remind me of something, like an old friend that I left along the way. I feel an inherent link between me and the natural things around me. Sometimes I come out here to find myself or to remind myself of who I am, but I am often left with a feeling that we have drifted so far from who we are that I am looking for answers to the wrong questions. I enjoy being alone here, but is it that I prefer it over company, or only that modern society is so heavily overstimulating that it's one of the only ways for me to really be at peace inside my own head? I think so. The older I get, the more I see and the more I experience, the more I come to realize that the reason I keep failing to find lasting happiness and purpose is because I'm following somebody else's blueprint. We're all on our own journey in this life, and we do not all hike the same trail. Some of us do not follow a trail at all. We must make our own way.
G'day boys and girls, how we going? Matzy here, aka Silly Swagman for anyone new to the channel. Out here in this beautiful thing, Kosciuszko National Park, New South Wales, Australia. Just out here for a bit of a bushcraft camp setup situation. I'm going to try and find these big boulders that I saw last time I was here. I'd like to set up camp in between those. And I also want to keep my eye out for this giant elusive emu that I sort of saw for a split second when I was here with Scotty last year, and we went up to where I spotted it on the crest of a hill, and there were these giant emu footprints, so stick around. I've just been trekking along and I noticed some dog prints, and I didn't think too much of it at first because quite often people take their dogs where they're not meant to. They're large prints, and I've just started to realize that there's no fresh shoe prints along here. The dog prints are really fresh, and all the other footprints that are here have been snowed over last night. There was a sign at the car park saying 1080 dog and fox bait, so we could have some wild dogs around here, and one is not too far ahead of me. So might as well find out. Well, I picked the wrong ridge, which I thought those boulders were on top of, but I've just checked the maps and I think it might actually be another 2 ridge lines over, which really sucks. I didn't mark the map last time we were there. I just was like, oh wow, this is cool. And then when I was thinking about this trip, I was like, maybe I could go find those boulders. It's about 3:45 now. Like, I am going to push a little bit further around, but I might have to camp on the next ridge. I think if I try to push it and get to those boulders on the second ridge, it'll probably be dark and just turn into a mess. So let's go. Also, every step, I'm digging it up to my knees. Like, it's an absolute punish. Shout out to all the people that were throwing shade at me and Scotty for having snowshoes and a shovel last time we came, because I wish I had those snowshoes. I think this is camp for the night. It's pretty sheltered from the wind up here between these boulders. Anyway, I'm going to put you away and I'm going to set up the shelter and stuff so I can start cooking and relaxing, because I'm buggered from all that swamp walking through the snow. That'll take it out of you, I'll tell you that much. Let's set her up. Everybody, there's been another nature emergency and I've had to relocate positions for the campground. thus costing me valuable light. I've basically got no light left, but look at it. Quick. I've already stopped out here, a big circle, where I'm going to do a tarp tent. Then I got my fireplace here because the wind's coming that way. Whoosh. Come on! We've done it again, boys and girls. We have done it again. Look, magic. Hello again. We're in here. We got set up, but too dark to show you the view because view's disappeared, hasn't it? I got my Valhalla X-frame bivvy in here. Just gives you a bit of a hooped head so it's up off your face. I've got my Neve sleeping bag, which is -10. I've got the Reactor thermal liner from Cedar Summit, which is really good. I've got a Cedar Summit premium pillow, and then I've got the Alton insulated mat, and then under that I've got just like a foam insulated mat, just one of those little sort of generic ones you see that fold up. That's it for the sleeping gear, and then I usually sleep with a couple of socks on. I've got some fluffy woolly ones that I like to put on. Shout out to Carly's mum, Bernice. Thank you. They've actually been really nice. Out here, I think that's about it. I've got a double Alton ground sheet underneath here. Gives me plenty of room for my gear down behind me. And then this actually goes right out there as well, which gives me loads of room. But I've got it pulled back now because I'm gonna do a little cooking. So I'll get back to you in a minute when I work out where everything is. Soto Windmaster, which does actually perform really well in the wind, as the name suggests. Them boys light up. Them boys light up. Ooh. Whoops. Don't even think about it. Oh, can you hear the wind outside? It's pretty gnarly, but not copping it at all in here, which is nice. Take this moment to warm the hands as well. You also won't believe it, when I found this awesome spot and moved over to set up here, I looked across and I'm about 99% sure I'm looking right at the little crop of boulders that I wanted to camp in. If I just decided to attempt to go down across that little stream and then go up to there, it would have been dark before I even got up there. So I'm happy with this one. When you see this view in the morning with the setup and I'll have the fire going, can't complain. Really nice. I haven't even got this up high, do I? Idiot. If I see an emu up here in the snow in these mountains, bizarre. And then Scotty can eat his words about it being a pigeon. Alright. Ready to go, ready to consume. I'm gonna eat this and then pretty much just chill out and go to bed. So I'll catch you guys in the morning for coffee, bacon, eggs, and fire. See ya. Have a good night. See you in the morning. Good morning. It is 10 AM, believe it or not. It was a pretty shocking night. I'm toasty. I've been toasty all night. Warmth hasn't been a problem, but it's been bloody gale force winds. And you just can't sleep when it's making that much noise. But yeah, it's still windy out there. Nowhere near as bad as it was, but mornings are the hardest out here. You just don't want to get out of bed. Just that couple of seconds of taking layers off. I'll show you what we're dealing with. Ice all over my boots. Have at it. Alright. Gonna do it, because we gotta eat some food and have a hot coffee. that bacon's ready, boys and girls. So I stopped into Jindabyne to get some supplies, and they didn't have any of those egg containers you can put in your packs. And I was like, okay, I'll get a container and just mix it up before I go out there. But they didn't have any like really good sealable containers. So I went over the egg section and thought, bugger it, I'll work something out. And I saw this. Looks excellent, doesn't it? But we're gonna find out. I guess we just squeeze it in there. Oh God. Get your spoon ready. Bit of tomato and a bit of onion, just so I can cry. Hey, she hot? Oh, she hot. I guarantee it probably smells a lot better than it looks. Thought that was a rock, it's just a bush with snow on it. I'll take it, whatever, eh? Next minute I just get absorbed into it. Let's dig in. Oh. Just when I was thinking about going emu hunting, it's an absolute whiteout. That's where we were looking out before. You could see the river and the mountains on the other side. Absolute whiteout in all directions. And I used to be able to go to the other side of the camp and see ridge lines past these trees over here. But now all I can see is those trees. So I don't know. I'm thinking I might just have to chill out around here for a bit. Time to bunker down. Let's go inside. Can you hear that? I've been in here hiding out this snowstorm. I was actually having a bit of a nap, TBH, and I've just heard like a deer. There's no way I'll be able to see him though, because it's complete whiteout. Hopefully we hear it again. I'll set up the other camera with the good mic. Good morning. I slept right through, didn't I? Arvo nap. Woke up, heard the buck. Was feeling pretty crook actually, feeling sick, like just through my stomach, massive headache. Wasn't too sure what it was, so just thought, keep sleeping. And then woke up in the middle of the night, went, oh, well, continue, maintain. Kept sleeping, and I've just woken up to this. A nature emergency. We have sunshine out there. Let's get out there. Wow, look at that. Sunny. It's all over the ridge lines over that side too. Look at it. It's nature, baby. We're out here.
Beautiful.
Yes, blue skies. Red nose. The reindeer. Rudolph. Oh guys, I'm so damn happy about this blue sky, because I've been just bunkered down in that tent all night, just feeling like, honestly feeling real crappy. I don't know if it was something it ate, if it was water. I think that buck I heard was, I don't know if you can make it out here, but straight through these trees. No, you can't really make it out. There's another plane through there, and I think that's where I might have heard him from. Because obviously they're so damn loud, he could have been anywhere, but I think he was loud enough that it meant he was at least within maybe 400 or 500 meters, maybe even closer, to be honest. It was quite loud. Oh my god. Oh, huge nature emergency. Number 17. Oh, I'm gonna lose myself in the snow here. You gotta see this. Where do I go? I'm sinking everywhere. Oh, so worth it. Oh my gosh. Come get some. Nature. Behold the glory of Mother Nature. Look at it. Wow. You can hardly even see my tarp tent there, can you? All covered in snow. Alright, you know what time it is? That's the bloke I heard last night, isn't it? Now I'm going to add in a little hot chocolate and some marshmallows. Cheers. Oh, boy. Well, this might be a good time to sign off, guys. I would have loved to do a sign off with a beautiful view, but I think you've seen enough of that, and I've had to come in here and put on my woolly socks because my toes are absolutely freezing. And the last thing I want is frostbite. I don't know if I could get that right now, but I'm sure if I let them stay like that long enough. I think this ended up turning out to be a pretty spectacular little bushcraft trip in the snow, and I can't think of a better time to sign off than waking up to this beautiful view, blue sky and sun. So thanks for joining along on the adventure. Sorry we couldn't spot the emu, but it was pretty cool hearing that buck. That was a first for me. That was wild. But one thing I am super stoked about with this weather turning out like this is I wasn't sure I was going to make it out to a hut that I intended on seeing. But now I'm feeling, I've got a pep in my step. I'm going to pack up and I'm going to head out along the trail that leads all the way to the hut, which is about 8 k's away, and check that out and stay there the night. So if you enjoyed this one, stick around for the next vid. Cheers guys, have a good one. Catch you later. Matsy signing off, boys and girls. Yep.